Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Alex, and today we're going to talk about something that most people completely misunderstand about nutrition: protein. Many people believe they are eating enough protein every day, but in reality, most women are eating only half of what their bodies actually need. And the problem is not just about muscles. Protein affects your brain, your hormones, your immune system, your energy levels, and even your mood. Every single cell in your body depends on protein to function properly. Your body uses protein to build hormones, enzymes, neurotransmitters, and tissues. Without enough protein, your body simply cannot perform at its best. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is thinking that foods like peanut butter, beans, or certain snacks are high in protein. But the truth is, many of these foods are actually much higher in fats or carbohydrates than protein. For example, peanut butter is mostly a fat source. Yes, it contains a small amount of protein, but the majority of its calories come from fat. Beans are healthy and provide fiber and carbohydrates, but they are not a dense protein source compared to animal proteins like eggs, chicken, fish, or beef. This misunderstanding causes many people to think they are eating enough protein when they are not even close. And when your body doesn't get enough protein, it starts sending signals that something is wrong. One of the first signs is constant hunger. You eat a meal, but 1 or 2 hours later you feel hungry again. Another common sign is intense cravings for sugar or carbohydrates. Your body is trying to find energy because it didn't receive enough nutrients from your last meal. Fatigue is another major symptom. Many people feel extremely tired in the afternoon, especially around 2 or 3 in the afternoon. They feel like they need coffee or sugar just to continue their day. Low protein intake can also affect your hair, skin, and nails. Hair thinning, brittle nails, and dull skin can all be signs that your body is lacking the building blocks it needs to repair and maintain tissues. Some people also experience brain fog. They feel like their thinking is slower, their focus is weaker, and it becomes harder to concentrate during the day. This happens because your brain also depends on protein to produce important neurotransmitters that regulate focus, motivation, and mood. Another interesting effect of protein is how it controls hunger hormones. Your body produces a hormone called GLP-1 when you eat enough protein. This hormone sends a signal to your brain telling you that you are satisfied and no longer need food. That's why high protein meals often keep you full for many hours. When people increase their protein intake, they often notice that cravings decrease dramatically. Food stops occupying their mind all day long. Now the big question is, how much protein do you actually need? While needs vary from person to person, many experts recommend around 1 gram of protein per pound of ideal body weight as a starting point. That means if your healthy target weight is around 140 pounds, you may need around 140 grams of protein per day. Now that might sound like a lot, especially if you are currently eating only 40 or 50 grams per day. But remember, many older recommendations for protein were simply designed to prevent deficiency, not to help people thrive, stay energized, or maintain muscle mass as they age. Starting in your 30s, your body naturally begins to lose muscle mass each decade. If protein intake remains low, that process can accelerate even more. That is why prioritizing protein becomes more important as we get older. Another myth many people worry about is that eating too much protein can damage the kidneys. Research shows that in healthy individuals with normal kidney function, higher protein intake does not damage the kidneys. This misconception came from studies involving people who already had kidney disease. For healthy people, protein is not harmful when consumed in reasonable amounts. Another myth is that protein gets stored as body fat. In reality, protein has the highest thermic effect of all macronutrients. Your body actually burns a significant portion of the calories from protein just to digest and process it. Protein is primarily used for repairing tissues, supporting metabolism, and maintaining muscle mass. So what does a high protein day actually look like? The simplest strategy is to start every meal with a protein source. Instead of building a plate and adding protein as an afterthought, choose the protein first and then build the rest of your meal around it. For breakfast, eggs are one of the easiest options. 3 eggs provide around 18 grams of protein. You can combine eggs with Greek yogurt or cottage cheese to increase protein even further. For lunch, options like grilled chicken, tuna, salmon, or lean beef can easily provide 30 grams of protein or more. Dinner can include similar protein sources along with vegetables and other healthy foods. The goal is to distribute protein throughout the day rather than consuming very little early in the day and trying to catch up later. Consistency is what makes the biggest difference. Another helpful strategy is focusing on whole foods instead of processed protein snacks. Many products labeled as protein bars or protein cookies are actually highly processed foods with added sugar, artificial ingredients, and unhealthy oils. Whole foods like eggs, fish, chicken, beef, dairy, and yogurt provide protein along with important nutrients like iron, vitamin B12, and zinc. These nutrients support energy levels, immune health, brain function, and healthy skin. If you are busy and don't have time to cook every day, simple strategies can make a big difference. Preparing proteins in advance, buying rotisserie chicken, keeping canned tuna or salmon at home, and using simple ingredients can make it much easier to reach your protein goals without spending hours in the kitchen. Protein powders can also be used as a supplement when needed, but they should not replace whole food sources entirely. The key message here is simple. Protein is not just a bonus nutrient, it is the foundation of a healthy body. When you prioritize protein, many other aspects of health start improving naturally. Energy levels increase, cravings decrease, metabolism works more efficiently, and your body feels stronger. So if you often feel hungry, tired, unfocused, or constantly craving sugar, it might not be a willpower problem. It might simply be that your body is not getting enough protein. Start paying attention to how much protein you eat each day, and you may be surprised at how quickly your body responds. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future videos, where we break down health and nutrition in simple ways that actually make sense. I'm Dr. Alex, and I'll see you in the next video.